Today's horoscope from AstroCademy, Taurus October 1st, 2024. Today, you might question a particular project, plan, long-term goal, or even your current career path if you're uncertain it's truly doing you any favors. There may be the need to swallow your pride just for now, as it may be the best course of action. At the same time, you might find it easier not only to accept but also to embrace a slower pace if it means you can be more thorough as the day advances, and it's satisfying. Thinking in terms of security and practicality will bring rewards. You have a stronger sense than usual about which of your ideas and plans have real potential, and it can be relatively easy to become absorbed in a project now. Very productive conversations can happen, particularly with a partner or in a one-on-one situation. Communicating in real, honest terms can be most effective now. Prepare to get riled up today and tomorrow. Your cosmic energy will be incredibly vibrant, and you could be ready to soar into the sky like a hot air balloon. Mighty Mars, the red planet of drive and energy, is across the sky from you in your solar house of partnerships, and he'll outstretch his arm to connect with the great taskmaster, Saturn, your planetary ruler. This ensures that if you go on a sudden trip with your one and only or plan one for the year ahead, you could form significant promises and grow closer than ever before. Communicate your desires, thoughts, and plans, and your sweetheart will hear from you now. What have you done? Something from your past may resurface when the Sun in Libra and Mercury in Libra conjunct the South Node in Libra. The cosmic energy is putting a spotlight on you and all that you have worked on in your career path. Some things that may come up could be your work connections, accomplishments, and milestones. In particular, something that you have already completed or someone you have already worked with may come back into focus today. Think about why this might be and what it can do for you. Knowing how to care for yourself takes preparation. Bring out the best in yourself by planning ahead. There is almost no physical activity that you wouldn't enjoy, so pick the one that is most convenient for you on a practical level. There should be little or no obstacles in the path of getting this exercise. Build up a practice around this chosen activity and use it as your support for when the going gets rough. You can expect to have highs and lows during the day. You are coming into a period when you will be questioning yourself and you'll have to make some big decisions, notably in your private life. Some problems related to group projects that you have been involved in recently should be coming up as well. A lawsuit may complicate the situation, so be vigilant and prudent, especially if you sign a contract. In addition, a slight contretemps and unexpected situation could arise and add to the trouble that recent events have created. The moon's return to an adventurous part of your chart today means it will not only end the weekend but also spend the early days of the new workweek here. This coincides with the Sun and Mercury spending their first weekend in your career sector, ahead of an eclipsing new moon next week, indicating that things are coming together professionally. These adventurous lunar vibes should be embraced. For days after Mercury left your sector of adventure, travel, learning, and discovery empty for the rest of the year, the moon's monthly visits are crucial for keeping the spirit of adventure alive. As Venus, the planet of VE settles into her first weekend in your friendship sector, thanks to the moon she has already had a chance to get a look at the planets on the communication and relationship fronts that she will team up with over the coming weeks. While this is good for friendship and relationship building, Venus has also brought the laws of attraction and synchronicity into play, those that can put you in the right place at the right time. Our eyes in the sky. The beauty of today's astrological alignment lies in the opportunity for transformation and growth. With the Sun and Mercury opposing the North Node in Aries, you are being called to step into your power and leave behind patterns that no longer serve you. It's as if the universe is presenting you with a crossroads. One path leads to the comfort of the familiar, while the other invites you to take bold steps toward personal evolution and progress. Have you ever had that moment and you realized that staying within your comfort zone was actually holding you back? Maybe it was a job you stayed in for too long, a relationship you clung to out of fear of the unknown, or even a habit that was easier to maintain than to break. We've all been there, stuck between what we know and what we dream of achieving. Today offers the perfect moment to break free. It might feel a little scary at first, but sometimes growth comes from stepping into the unknown with courage and trust. You are ready for this. Ask yourself, what's one small step you can take today toward a healthier, more empowered version of yourself? There's something so special about knowing you're part of a Team ORA community where your contributions are valued. If you've been craving that sense of unity, today is the day to nurture it. Send that message, make that call, or reach out to someone you've been meaning to connect with. Have you ever noticed how even the smallest efforts toward connection can lead to deeper bonds? When we come together with the right intentions, we can achieve so much more than we could on our own. That said, while it's wonderful to embrace social interactions and team spirit, don't forget to carve out time for yourself. Have you ever spent a day surrounded by people, only to feel drained by the end, even if the experience was positive? Socializing is beautiful and necessary, but so is solitude. Taking moments to recharge ensures that when you're with others, you're fully present, energized, and able to give your best self. So if you're feeling the need to step back for a bit, honor that feeling. Give yourself permission to recharge, knowing you'll return even stronger and more centered. On a practical note, today's momentum is incredibly favorable for those of you who've been working toward personal or professional goals. Have you ever felt that satisfying rush? When all your hard work starts to pay off, and everything you touched seems to fall into place? That's the energy surrounding you right now. Whether you've been grinding on a project, building toward a career milestone, or managing financial matters, expect to see tangible progress. Keep riding this wave of success, and remember to acknowledge how far you've come. You've put in the work, and you deserve to enjoy the rewards. So if things are finally coming together, celebrate Theta Euro, you've earned it. Now, let's talk about relationships, because just as you're finding balance in your work and social life, the same theme applies to your personal connections. Have you been feeling like your relationships are either too intense or too shallow? Life has a funny way of swinging between extremes, but today is a great opportunity to find that sweet spot where relationships feel both meaningful and lighthearted. Whether it's a romantic partnership, a friendship, or even family dynamics, ask yourself, how can I bring more balance into my relationships? Maybe you've been taking things a bit too seriously lately and could benefit from letting loose and having fun, or perhaps it's time to deepen a connection that's been more surface level. Either way, today's energy supports you in making those adjustments. And lastly, if you've been feeling bogged down by the daily grind, know that you're not alone. We all have days when the routine tasks start to feel like they're piling up, and it seems like nothing is moving forward. Maybe you've been feeling stuck or uninspired, and that's perfectly okay. But isolating yourself or getting frustrated won't make things easier. Have you ever tried to tackle everything on your own, only to feel even more weighed down by the pressure? Today's energy is a reminder that you don't have to go it alone. Whether it's reaching out to family, friends, or colleagues, asking for help or simply talking things through can make all the difference. Sometimes, just knowing someone else is there to support you lightens the load.